I'll be showing you the fastest and easiest way to make a CV in 10 minutes. To get into the UK, you need to work. To get into the UK workforce, you need a job interview or an appointment. To get the job interview, you need a perfect, brilliant CV. And this is where a lot of people get it all wrong. So many people do not know the best way to make their CVs. So many people do not know the right format to design their CV. And this is where a lot of people get rejected from their dream jobs and even from coming into the UK entirely. I've gotten so many requests from people asking me, I need to design my CV. I don't know how to do this. How do I go about with my CV? And that is why I am making this video, because I need to show you how you can tailor down every of your experience and your education down into one paper within seconds, so that when an employer sees your paper, because that is the only contact an employer can get about you. Whenever an employer is looking at your CV, he already gets exactly what he or she wants. One of the reasons why some people don't make their CV is because it's time consuming and they don't know the format. But today's video will be dealing with all these problems in one shot. The fact is that once an employer sees your CV, it only takes 6 seconds for him or her to find out exactly whether he's going to take you for a job or not. And in that 6 seconds, the employer is looking for some keywords. And if these keywords are not in your CV, automatically you've been disqualified. And that is why so many of you don't get past the application stage. You're not there to convince the employer that you're good. The only thing you need to do is to design your CV to capture the employer, to connect with the employer, to make sure that you give the employer exactly what he or she is looking for. And that is why I have decided to introduce a website called myperfectcv.co.uk. I'll be showing you a live demonstration on how you can step by step create your CV and land yourself the dream job that you want. But before we go further, I want you to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's go. Open your Google browser and type my perfect CV. You're going to see like an ad coming out. That's a link. And then you have to go through the link. You're going to see where they say create your CV, to put in your name and your details. But because I've used this before, that is why it's telling me to continue. It's telling me welcome back. But I can still create a new one if I don't want to continue with my previous CV. To ask you how many years of experience, you're going to choose 3 years. That if you're just graduating, it is very good to make your CV as concise as possible. Are you a student? No or yes. Depending on your work you're applying, you choose yes or no. Now, moving forward to the next plate, which is the template. When you're choosing a template, you have to make sure that your template is as clear as possible. Don't make it too colorful. Don't make it too complicated, because especially if you're applying for professional jobs or health related jobs, I would advise you use a plain and easy to read template, because some people might have problems with reading colorful things, and you've already destroyed your own chance of getting your job. So it is very important that you choose something very easy, plain and simple. Just keep it simple. Okay, now they're asking you, how do you want to start? Now they're asking you what's the best. These are the details you're going to put, but because this is my own account, work history, they're going to ask you more of your work history, and then you're going to put in everything you've done in your job. You just write the job title and then name of the employer, name of company. You put in your name of company. Let's take, for instance, I'm putting healthcare assistant here. Name of employer, let's say Malibu. Malibu General Hospital. This just for instance. You fill in your city, your town, all these things. You just have to like fill in your details. So let's say, for instance, our town is Birmingham and we are using our county to be West Midlands. And make sure that whatever it is you're putting here is correct. Now it's generating like a recommendation for you. And this first three is being generated by this website, but you can still click on choose my own. This choose my own to take you to where you are going to see so many different types of other recommendations that you might that might fit better than what is being recommended automatically. So I advise you to still scroll down on your own. All these blue buttons, these are like keywords that you feel might match whatever job you're applying more than the ones that were automatically recommended. So I most times check myself because I don't always rely on these automatic recommendations. They'll just bring out like three random recommendations, the first three. But it is advised that you still go down and check for more, and you can pick as many recommendations as you want. Now we're moving on to the next work history. You can add as many work history as you can, but make sure that your CV does not pass 2 pages. So you have to keep it concise, and the work history you're adding have to be related to this job that you're applying for, to tell them that you have experience related to this job offer. Now, next, we are moving on to the education. It is important that you also identify your education history here. Put down mostly your university. If you've done masters, good. Secondary education, I think that's like the basic. Secondary education, university education, and masters or any other higher education. So it is advised that you tailor all these things down. Then they ask you for field of study. Now, after your education, you're going to have skills, the options where you add in your skills. And you have to put skills related to the job you're applying. Don't come and be telling people my skills are watching long movies, my skills are riding bicycle, unless these skills are related to the job you're applying. Don't put irrelevant skills on your CV. Now, after here, they'll ask you if you want to add any other stuff. You can always edit. You see where they wrote edit CV content. You can always go back and edit anything you feel like it's not it. But as you can see, this CV is taking a shape already in the arrangement and everything, and this makes sense. It just simplifies your work and makes it easy for you to build your CV just in seconds. You can always go back, see the headings if you want to edit your professional summary, work history, education, skills, and all whatnot. This is another option. When you want to take your CV, it's going to direct you to a payment section where you're going to pay some little fee, £2.95 for 14 days and £4.95 for a monthly subscription. But it is not a must that you pay for this. You can always go for another CV builder that is cheaper, is the read.co.uk. This is a good CV builder. I'm going to put every link, every CV link in my description. Go to my description, click on each of these links, and it will direct you to the website. So this particular website is free. But the problem is that the work is not as smooth as the one of my perfect CV. My perfect CV makes it very easy. But here, you are going to do more of the work, though it's free. So it's just left for you to choose the one you want. So guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video or if you want me to do more about CVs and tailor it down to a particular profession. Thank you so much for watching.